Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. Hey guys, so some of you have been requesting for me to look into Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales numerology chart to see kind of what's going on with her right now. There has been an absence of her presence in the world for the past few months. So there's a lot of speculation as to what exactly happened to her. And so we're going to take a look at her numerology chart today to kind of get a good look and see what exactly is going on. This is a very consistent person, right? This is a person who has kind of been consistently in the public eye for many years. And she's all about duty and being around. And so when she's not present, you know, people start to worry, and there's been all kinds of like conspiracy theories as to what exactly happened, because people are not used to this kind of thing happening when you have somebody who's very consistent and who's always around. And numerology can reveal a lot about the current energy that someone is experiencing, because it is kind of like the blueprint for what your soul came up with before you were born. Now, I did a video a year and a half ago around the time the Queen passed away, looking at the chart of King Charles and taking a look to see how long exactly he would be king. So if you want to find out about that, then check out that video, okay? I will put a link to it below in the description box. And I've done many other videos on the royals as well, so I'll put links to some of them below in the description box as well. So let's take a look at the pinnacle that Catherine is in first, okay? Because the pinnacle is kind of like the season of your life that you're in, okay? Think of the pinnacles as like the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. So Kate is currently in the second season or second pinnacle of her life. And as you can see, that pinnacle is a Master 11. And she entered that pinnacle in 2016, and she will be in it until this year. Okay, this year is the final year of that pinnacle, but you know, this is a master number pinnacle that she's in right now. Okay, so that's not an easy energy to be in. Okay, the master numbers tend to be a little bit more challenging, and 11 is all about, you know, things coming to the surface, you know, becoming aware of things, having a lot of spiritual growth on the inside, because you are, you know, you're becoming aware of things within the world, within yourself. This is a master number, so you're basically expected to master some aspect about yourself during this pinnacle. Like, you can have challenges that you will have to go through during a Master 11 pinnacle that you will have to overcome, and you will be expected to overcome those challenges. And then the universe will use you as an example to show other people and to show the world that, look, this person was able to overcome that. So if they can do it, you can too. So that's some of what the 11 energy is about, okay? Because 11 is a number of illumination, and it's all about things being in the spotlight, right? Because 11 has, you know, it's got double one energy, right? And one is ruled by the sun. If you add the two ones together, you get a 2, and 2 is ruled by the moon. So it's a very illuminating energy. So often when you're in an 11 pinnacle, you will be in the spotlight, and the universe will use you as an example to either bring inspiration to other people or bring awareness to certain issues so that other people can become aware of it. So it's not been an easy time for her since 2016. She's had some challenges that she's had to deal with on the inside. Even if we're not seeing all of that, right? It seems like, you know, it might seem like the fairy tale and everything is going well. It's actually probably been a very challenging time for her, even though she hasn't shown that to the world. And she wouldn't show it to the world because she has a personality number 9. And the personality number is how you feel comfortable presenting yourself to the world. And with the 9 energy, it's often a perfectionistic energy. Like, you want to present yourself as being perfect, right? Because 9 is the last number. So it's all about the person who is highly responsible and always has everything put together, and, you know, and doesn't ever need help because they're the one helping the world and helping everybody else out, right? Think of 9 as like the humanitarian kind of energy. You'll see a lot of people, a lot of humanitarians often have the 9 energy. So she presents herself that way to the world, right? So even if she has been having a lot of challenges going on the inside, we would never be able to see that because she will never demonstrate that with a personality number 9. She's always going to present herself as being a highly responsible, evolved person who's here to help everybody else out but never needs any help herself. And kind of a perfectionist, okay? Even if she's falling apart on the inside, it will be hard for us to see that. And her life path number is a very different energy though, okay? Because the life path number is not, that's not how people see you, but that's like who you are at your core, who you are on the inside. And it's the main lesson that you're working on in this lifetime. And the 3 energy is all about creativity. Like, these are people that are very highly expressive, and they like to express themselves through some sort of creative modality. And that makes sense for her because she's into photography and she also plays the piano, and she's probably even into more creative arts that we're not even seeing, okay, such as writing, journaling, that kind of thing. And she is the mother of 3 beautiful children as well, right? 3s like to create, in all areas, and that means having children too. And it's important to note that if somebody with a life path 3 is not doing something to actually express themselves, and they're not channeling all of that creative energy, it can lead to a lot of depression for them, okay? And they need a healthy outlet for that creative energy and that need to express themselves. And if it's being stifled, they will have a lot of depression. 3 is a number of great joy and happiness, but on the complete end of the spectrum, it's the opposite. It's depression and despair. So 3s can go through both extremes, where they have a lot of happiness and joy, or they have a lot of depression and despair, especially if they're not being able to express themselves. 3 is not a very stable energy. It can be a very scattered energy. But if that is the case with her, we will never see that because she's never going to show that to the world because her personality is a 9 and because she has so many other perfectionistic numbers in her chart. As you can see, she's got 3 9s in her core chart. And I'm looking at the top 6 numbers at the very top of her chart. And she's got 2 6s, and those are all super highly responsible, perfectionistic energies. And this is actually considered an imbalance in this area too, when you have that many of those numbers. So not as stable on the inside as we might see her, but has too much of the responsible, perfectionistic energy too at the same time. But going back to the pinnacle or season that she's currently in, yes, the 11 pinnacle can be a challenging energy, not always, but it can be very challenging, and she is currently in the last year of this 11 pinnacle. As you can see, in 2024, she entered a 9 personal year. So this is the 9th year of that pinnacle, and it's the final year of that pinnacle. Next year, she moves into a brand new season, a brand new pinnacle. She enters a 3 pinnacle, and the 3 energy is a lot less challenging. 3 is a very youthful energy. It's a very fun energy. It's the number of creative expression. So she'll be feeling more like herself when she moves into this energy in 2025, but she's not there yet. Okay, and not only is she having a 9 year, but she's also in a 9 essence too. The personal year number is how you experience the energy of the year coming at you from the outside, okay? The essence is how you experience the energy of the year from the inside out. And both of these energies are the 9 energy. As I mentioned before, 9 is the last number, so it's all about evolution and transcendence and graduation, moving from one stage to the next. So when you graduate from one stage to another stage, it's not an easy process, right? I mean, whenever you transition into another state of being, that's not an easy energy to go through. And 9 is ruled by the planet Mars too, and Mars is also the planet of war. It can sometimes feel like there's some sort of war going on. For a lot of people, this is often like an internal war, but it could literally be like some sort of war, personal war that you are involved in or that you're going through. It can feel like a war, or it can feel like a death. But what's really happening is you are transcending. You are graduating to another level. So sometimes when you see double nines like this, it can be an indication of death, that the person is going to pass away. Okay, they're going to leave one physical state of being, which is the physical state of matter, and move and transcend into a different state of being, or a different type of matter, which would be energy. And in her situation, she's got another 9 going on there too, because she's in a 9 cycle as well, okay? And the cycles are kind of like the sections of the book of your life. It's like the beginning, the middle, and the ending. And she's in the middle section of her life, which is the 9 energy, transcendence. So sometimes when you see all of those 9s going on, it can indicate that, a passing away, okay? Not always. And a lot of times we cannot predict people passing away, and we cannot predict death by using numerology. In the Queen's case, the numbers did reveal a passing away. And check out that video I did on how long Charles will be king, because I did talk about her passing away in that video. But in many situations, we're not able to. Now, I can see why some people are even speculating that Kate is in a coma, right? Because it's like, it does feel as though there's been a death, right? Like, we don't see her at all. She's completely gone. There's been no pictures of her at all since December. So because of all this 9 energy, some people are seeing that energy as, that she's completely gone, that maybe she has passed away, or maybe she's in a coma, or some people have been speculating that there's been an ending in the marriage, right? That's all coming out as all of this 9 energy that we see here. And make no mistake, she is gone. She really has left. But what I think has happened is that she's had a symbolic death. I think what she's experiencing on the inside that we're not seeing is a personal war that she is battling right now. Okay, remember, like I said, 9 is ruled by Mars, the planet of war. And this could be health related, and it could be her marriage, right? Or it could be both. But there is some sort of personal war that she is dealing with. And I think there is a symbolic death happening here. And when she conquers this battle that she's going through and, gets through it, gets through the clouds, right? Because she's almost at the end of this 11 pinnacle. So when she finally conquers this battle, she is going to emerge and transcend and will be a different person. So we'll be seeing a different Kate when she comes back, when this symbolic death is finally over. Next year, 2025, will be a very different energy for her, though, because she enters a completely new season, a new pinnacle, in which she will be more empowered and, she will be starting a brand new cycle, right? Because she's going to be having a 1 personal year. 1 is all about new beginnings. She's also going to be entering an 8 essence. So from the inside, she's going to be empowered. She's going to be feeling more powerful. More power will be given to her as well. 8 is the number of power, and it's the infinity sign, right? So she just has to get through this death that she's currently going through, whatever that is for her, be it problems with her health, her marriage. She is in the process of trying to transcend it, basically. So let's take a look at William's chart to see how it could be affecting her energy. And to calculate William's chart, I use the full name on his birth certificate, as well as his date of birth, okay? And by the way, all of these numbers that you see here, there's many more numbers than just this, okay? Many more numbers in a chart that I haven't even talked about on my channel. So this is just the core chart. We're just looking at a few to kind of get an idea about what's going on. So as you can see, 2024 is an 8 personal year for Prince William. He's in the 8th year of his 5 pinnacle. So this year, there's going to be more pressure being put on him, right? He's going to be pressured to be in more of a position of power within the family. Of course, there can be increases in status that happen during an 8 year, but, more pressure for him to take on more power, and focus will be on work, a lot of it. And he's going to be expected to step up to the plate this year. Okay, that happens when you're having an 8 personal year. So there could be more pressure being put on him this year from the outside. But from the inside, he's not going to be wanting any of that. Okay, he's going to be wanting to retreat. And he's going to be feeling very alone on the inside, or he could be feeling very alone, because he entered a 7 essence. Okay, and remember, the essence is how you feel from the inside coming out. And the 7 energy is very different than the 8 energy. 7 is all about introspection and contemplation and going within. So on the inside, he could be feeling very alone or feeling very isolated even, possibly. While at the same time, he's very busy. He has to focus on work, and all of this stuff is being thrown at him, basically, because of the 8 personal year. So it's a very conflicting energy that he's going through right now, and it could definitely be affecting his relationship with Kate, right? Or affecting the energy between them, because these are not relationship numbers, neither of them, 7 or 8. So he might not be there for her. And during this time, this could be a war that she's definitely going through herself. And he's kind of just separate from it, basically. You know, she's on her own here, basically, with this battle that she is dealing with right now. And this could have been started last year in 2023, right? This energy could be a continuation on from last year, because as you can see, he was having a 7 personal year last year. So William's focus right now is on self-improvement, because that's what the 7 energy is. Self-improvement, a lot of it, self-help. But also his energy is on getting the job done and all of the stuff he has to deal with in his position of power as well. These numbers say he's not going to be there for her as much as he needs to be right now. She's definitely going through this on her own, or at least going through it more on her own than what she's used to, right? Because she's used to him always being there. So this is going to be a more challenging year. And hopefully she can survive it, right? Hopefully she will be able to get through this symbolic death. Let's send out positive energy her way so that she can transcend this challenge and this war and this battle that she is dealing with right now. And that really does make a big difference, okay? Now, if you're wondering when William will become king, because I'm sure that's on your mind, right? Check out that video I did about how long Charles will be king that I made over a year ago, because I talk about that in this video. So I'll link that video below in the description box. So anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think is happening with her and what you feel is going on, and let me know what your thoughts are below in the comments. And keep the comments positive, okay? I notice videos about the royals tend to attract a more negative energy, so please keep the comments positive. And if you like this video, hit the like button and share it with other people, because it really helps to get this information out there when you do that. And I do spend a lot of time putting these videos together for you guys, so thank you for all of your support. And I would love to have you subscribe and to become part of the family. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.